Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Kev Life. Hope you're doing well. Today, chilling in the park. I went to 7-Eleven. I got myself a cold brew and a Nitro cold brew. I forget which one's which because they obviously look identical. I think the one with more bubbles is the regular cold brew, whereas the one with less bubbles is the Nitro cold brew. Could be wrong about that. But nonetheless, we're gonna sit back, check it out, and see if 7-Eleven can make real cold brew. Alright, so I think this one is the cold brew. Alright, so yeah, I think this one's the Nitro and the other one's the cold brew. So it's not amazing. I guess what I could say is that 7-Eleven has cold brew, right? So if there's no like Starbucks around, no Dunkin' or anything, no coffee shops, you could get 7-Eleven cold brew, right? So it's easier to get cold brew. With that being said, though, has like a weird chocolatey taste. What do I taste? It's almost like chocolate and bitterness at the same time. So it's like a bit bitter, a bit subtly chocolate. And this is smoother, but I don't really taste the Nitro as much, right? I don't know, I put milk in it, maybe that affects it, but when I had like the Starbucks Nitro, right, it almost reminded me of Guinness Draft in a weird way in terms of its smoothness. And this is smooth, but I don't know, I just don't really get that Guinness taste or that Guinness Draft taste. Yeah, so what do I think about this? Well, I didn't put that much milk in it, by the way. I put some milk obviously to lighten it up, but I kind of like to taste my coffee personally. Yeah, it's like, it's bitter, it's kind of muddy. It sort of has like weird chocolatey undertones. Yeah, in the end, it's just not that good. You might be saying, well, obviously it's not going to be good at Starbucks, granted. But the big criticism I feel about this is that if there's a Dunkin' Donuts by you, their cold brew is going to be better, right? Even if, like, I get it, some people don't like Dunkin', but Dunkin' is not that bad, right? Where this is bad, is I guess what I'm trying to say. And it's kind of unfortunate because, like, 7-Eleven coffee I don't think tastes bad either. For like a regular cup of joe, I don't think the coffee tastes bad. One thing I will say is, as tasting this tastes like this tastes like they use the Brazilian beans, right? Because if you go to Starbucks, you have like Colombian, Brazilian, French breakfast blend, and the Brazilian is the strongest. So I would say this, it tastes like they use the Brazilian beans and not the breakfast blend beans or the Colombian beans. And I think that makes it worse because I don't know if the Brazilian beans really translates well to cold brew, right? Yeah, it's just kind of like muddy, it's kind of like a mess. It's just not that good because like Dunkin' is bitter. Like Dunkin' can be very bitter, but it's got like that flavor, right? it's sort of like the flavor's consistent. Where this, it's just kind of all over the place, right? And it's just not like good. So, yeah, it's just not good. And keep in mind, I've been talking about the Nitro this time. This is the Nitro. All right, let's go back to the regular cold brew. Yeah, you know, so the cold brew and the Nitro are very similar, which I'm a little disappointed in because the Nitro doesn't taste that Nitro-esque. One thing I will say is that I did put milk in it. When I tried, the last time I tried Nitro cold brew, which was the Starbucks one, I didn't put milk in it. And maybe that kind of messed it up because the Nitro isn't, because the Nitro, it's more like the consistency of the coffee more so than the taste. Like with Nitro in general, I find you can kind of taste, you can taste it to a degree, but it's more about the consistency, you know? Like, and you may say that sounds weird, but you know, when you drink, I don't know, when you have soup or something, right? The consistency can change the taste of the soup, right? Because you have brothy soup, then you have creamy soup. Same with juice, right? Pulpy, the consistency of the pulpiness changes the taste of the juice to an extent. And I think that holds true for iced coffee as well, between cold brew and Nitro. But yeah, man, getting back to this cold brew right here. I mean, the flavor profile is the same. It's just like bittery with like a little bitter with some weird chocolatey undertones, and it's just kind of muddy. I guess it's not like smooth. I'm just not feeling it. It's not that good. It's not that good. That was disappointing. You know, because again, I think the hot coffee at Starbucks is not bad. You know what I'm saying? For just like a regular cup of coffee, it's not bad. But this, nah, this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. And again, like, you know, both of these almost taste the same except for the consistency. And again, the sort of strongness of it makes me think they use the Brazilian beans. But I just don't think the Brazilian beans translates as well into cold brew or Nitro. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm done drinking this. But my final verdict, down vote. Don't buy this. You don't need to try the 7-Eleven cold brew. Go to Dunkin' Donuts. Get a cold brew maker at home, right? But you don't need the 7-Eleven cold brew coffee. You don't need the Nitro either. So yeah, man, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Comment down below, what did you think about the 7-Eleven cold brew coffee? What did you think about the 7-Eleven Nitro coffee? Do you like cold brew? Do you like Nitro coffee? Do you think there's a difference between Nitro and cold brew? Also, hit a subscribe. And you can be notified when I do new food reviews as well. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.